What is going on, my people? Welcome back to the channel for another album review. I'm your boy Yassin the Dream. If you're new to the channel, just go right on ahead and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell as well to always keep notified on my newest content. And today, for the moment we have all been waiting for, I will be reviewing the brand new JID record, The Forever Story. This is the brand new 2022 LP from Atlanta rapper, singer, songwriter, Dreamville member JID, marking his third solo project listing with the Notorious DiCaprio tapes, as well as his debut, The Never Story. Now, JID has been recognized as one of the prime young talents in hip-hop music today, as well as the second in command in the label of Dreamville when examining the full potential of song creating in the entire group. Some of my favorite moments hearing from JID not only come from his classic DiCaprio projects, but also the splendidly well-made Spillage collab with colliding with contemporary hip-hop group EARTHGANG. And now we can't forget some of the most recent projects that have come out from the Dreamville label, especially when considering Dreamers 3 and the latest tape, D-Day. So with all these in mind when getting this new project, I'm really wondering where exactly this new record would take me as far as further improvements as an artist for JID, and yeah, there's certainly improvements on here. Tipping this record off with the track Galaxy, which lengths shorter than a minute, setting into the tempo with the melody, followed by a phone call setting us up with the following track Raydar, which initially for the first half speeds things up rapidly with intensity as JID slides down bars left and right. One of the lines that really caught my attention on here that I really like: with my 9 I'm like 10 Avengers, snap my finger, I could end adventures. Now clearly the nerd interest side of me is what's really adoring this line, but there is so many different lines that I think are just some great highlights and great writing material from JID. The track even features 2 more beat switch-ups with JID adjusting flows with ease, making this whole thing just seem like a warm-up. Then once this play switched up right into the next track, Dance Now with Kenny Mason, the transitions read just as smooth as a lob pass from Brady to Gronk. So this is actually one of the singles I got to digest and take a chance at listening to, as well as taking a glimpse at the music video. So guys, at the very end of the video, I'm going to be leaving a link right there, so make sure to stay tuned so you can watch my reaction of JID's Dance Now. But to be brief on my thoughts about this track, it just gets sweeter and sweeter with great hook delivery, productivity, and overall sound quality. Now continuing from here, we start to receive a little bit more focus on specific concepts. Starting with Crack Sandwich, which dives further into JID's background in regards to where he's from, how he was raised, how it was in his living area, and real life conflicts with JID, and also some of the struggles that him and his family had to face in certain scenarios. Then the 5th installment, Can't Punk Me, featuring EARTHGANG, basically entails traits of these rappers' characters to better explain that yeah, they ain't no bitch. But the first single that we actually received from this record comes from Surround Sound, featuring rapper 21 Savage and rapper-singer Baby Tate, which I believe at first glimpse I wasn't so enamored by the result of this track, but after reconsideration, I think JID really stands out on every moment that he's on here on the song. And though I don't necessarily think Baby Tate nor Savage delivered a poor performance, I can't really say that I was as infatuated with their performances compared to JID, because I'm at the point where I'm kind of just okay with hearing JID on the song. But one of the finest, delicate additions on here comes from the track Kody Blu 31, which by far is one of the richest tastes in blues music, so delicate it will just get Gordon Ramsay to agree that it is very tasty. Onward with some keys that read encryptions, backing all the way to the 50s influences of jazz music come from the track Bruddanem, a track that delivers this notion from JID, constantly reminding people that, listen, if you are one of the homies, he's always got your back through thick and thin. Which off reflection really relates to the title of this track, which is really based off of loyalty and brotherhood, which also features Chicago rapper Lil Durk, which whom not only works so well with the addition of the song, but is certainly meant to give his 2 cents in the same notion on here, adding even more heart-wrenching emotions and adding his experiences, including the passing of his brother. But even with the following track, Sistanem, JID continues to lay down more poetic justice and accompany with alluring sample selection and productivity, and just dedicating the entire track to his sister, whom JID shares to be the most inspiring person in his life that just gave him so much guidance, protection, and nurture as a sister throughout his whole childhood. When you really take a moment into this listen, and then at this point in the very album, you really don't get a lot of tracks like this. This is just something that is just very, very delicate and special in hip-hop music. Something that is just hits so soothing, so elegant, that becomes to bring such heartache at details of JID telling us about his sister throughout his childhood. It's honestly, without a doubt, one of the best plays you will give for this entire project. But one of Dreamville's best young talents did not come alone, but also bringing on some of the best vocal talent in the label, Lennox, shedding some glimmering light on her appearance, Can't Make You Change. Which, by the way, is certainly one of the most memorable performances from Lennox on a feature that I've heard so far. It's also best to acknowledge the switch up on the following track from this lucid melody to this old East Coast hip-hop boom bap influence with contender Yassin Bey, who is absolutely demolishing this beat, by the way. And then we also have Kenny Mason returning this time with 2000s rap icon Lil Wayne this time. Admittingly, this is one of the weaker cuts that I did find to be listed on here, just because this beat is feeling much more underwhelming in sequence with the album. But I have to say there is indeed some excellent chemistry between Wayne and JID. They both feel so in rhythm with each other, it's like they're passing the ball up court to the slam finish. We're even guided to the very end of this album with some enchanting choir vocals enduring on the track Money, and then we just casually cruise smoothly and beautifully to the finish when we just all the way reach through Better Days with some gorgeous highlights in the melodic work, as well to the closer Lauder 2, which just lets loose on everything, switching up from flows and a flash with immense precision. There was so many different songs on here, so many different writing aspects, so many different production ideas that were really shocking to me. And it's not that I doubted JID at all from achieving something so great with this newest project. It's just eye-opening to realize that JID is beyond what people already really viewed him to be. And what I mean by that is he's way more than just a member of Dreamville. He's way more just a rapper from Atlanta. This is a guy who I think has to be one of the best talents, one of the best young talents to come, not only in hip-hop music, but in all music. The amount of improvement JID has demonstrated with this record, not only as in rapping skills, but in his singing skills, is incredible. This will easily be one of my highest recommendations in all hip-hop records that has come out this year. And yeah, there is just not enough I could say about this record that I'd say I would love. And if you look below in my description, when you look at my tracklist ratings, you might see a couple yellows and you might see some greens, but just realize that I didn't have any problems with any songs really. There were just some songs that didn't just necessarily click with me, and then I think it just had to do with my personal taste. If you ask me if I found any production flaws at all, or any moments where I felt like the writing was goofy, I would tell you I didn't find any. So now that I said that, I'm gonna give JID's The Forever Story an 86%. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoy, go and like, share, comment down below, and if you're not already, subscribe to the channel. Down in the description, you see all my separate tracklist ratings for the album, more videos, and also the links to my social media accounts so you can keep with me on the daily. And I'm gonna catch you in the next one.